Welcome to our video on multiplication with decimals. Now, most of the time, it's fairly straightforward because you've got a decimal number multiplied by a whole number. In this case, that decimal place is just going to come right down and match the decimal point that's already there. That's because we're not multiplying by two decimals, just by that whole number. So this should just carry down and be placed there. So if I was going to lay out this question, I'm going to put it in loud and proud at the very start, along with that placeholder that I said was important in terms of the layout of the question. I would always do those jobs first. On the second one, it's a little bit more complicated because we've got a decimal multiplied by a decimal number. In this case, again, I'm not going into great depth as to why we do this, but personally, I tend to just count the numbers after each decimal point or place, and then count that many into my number at the end. So here I've got 1, 2 after this decimal, and 1 after this one. In total, that makes 3. 1, 2, 3. So that means I'm going to place that decimal 3 into my final answer. 1, 2, and 3, and therefore it will go there. So let me just show you again, because we've got a decimal times a decimal. We're going to count how many after that decimal point. 1, 2 on this one, 3 for that one. So I'm going to bob that in straight away. 1, 2, 3, and it will go here. Make it loud and proud at the very beginning, and you're not going to forget it. Again, putting those decimals in place is really important, and those placeholders. So first job, 9 times 5, 45. I'm going to go through these fairly quickly because we've got more explanation in our other videos. 2 times 5 is 10, plus 4 is 14. 5 times 7 is 35, plus 1 is 36. And 5 times 4 is 20, plus 3 is 23. On our second row, we're technically multiplying by 20, but because I've got that placeholder in, we just need to multiply by 2. So 2 times 9 is 18, 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5, 2 times 7 is 14, and then 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9. Then you just need to add together. 5 plus 0 is 5, 4 plus 8 is 12, 6 plus 5 plus 1, well I know 5 add 1 is 6, so double 6 is 12. Again, I've got 3 plus 1 is 4, plus 4 is 8. So I'm using those that doubling knowledge as well as my number bond knowledge at times. 9 plus 2 is 11. Now I don't need to add a comma into this number because I've already got a decimal place here. So if I was going to put a comma, it would go there. 3 into my number, into my whole number, 1, 2, 3. However, just with 1,000, you don't really need to do that. Now, the second one, exactly the same process. We've already got that decimal in, and we know why, because it's 3 into our number, 1, 2, 3. And then I'm just going to complete my calculations as I would. So 7 times 8 is 56. 6 times 8 is 48, plus 5. So 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53. Again, don't be stressed about allowing the children to use their fingers to count on or add on if they need to. 8 times 3 is 24, plus 5 is 29. On my second row, 2 times 7 is 14. 2 times 6 is 12, plus 1, 13. And 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. Then I just need to do my adding job. 6 plus 0 is 6. 3 plus 4 is 7. 9 plus 3 is 12. And then I've got 2 plus 1 is 3. So 3 add 7 makes 10. So I should have 10.276.